Oh shit, bro. So how do I send it to y'all so y'all can go eat your food? How the fuck? Why the fuck did coin toss like that? That shit automatically make me receive the ball. Oh, so this that nigga already started this side. Let's go. Nigga threw 34 in the session.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait.
From the 38, Brady finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Running on first down, Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
For me?
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
That shit working good right now.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Gronkowski, the intended target. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. It's Thompson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a first down. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a break.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run it now out of the gun. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 47 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal as you out.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Brady. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 6-0 our score after 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now a play fake. Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Wait, 20. Mike is 59. Hey, Alabama. Hey, exit. Hey, hey.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Oh, refusing to go down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now Leonard Fournette. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, it's Thompson, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On third down, Thompson, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this one caught by Beasley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Here we go. Fourth down. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Second and 9 now from the 21. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. This is Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll let this go for the end zone. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes with the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Nigga, offense on bullshit right now.
Will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get
running the ball crazy right now.
Interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they went.
Come on, bro. The nigga didn't even jump for the ball.
Another interception. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop.
That shit went right over the linebacker head.
At the 42-yard line.
49,
Man.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
But that nigga, he ain't been playing or something?
Mahomes now to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Fuck.
Picked off near the 26. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
God, that's right there.
Throwing now is Brady.
Come on, then he be throwing jank shit something.
Incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Yeah, that shit's just.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
That shit don't be open half the time though.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of sad. But correct. No pick, just incomplete.
Oh, I had a nigga open too. Oh, he's almost caught that though.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady going to throw, and it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run with Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taking about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
I don't know what this nigga.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
That's it, though.
That's good for 28 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Nah, that was P.I. fool. That was a catch, bro. That second one.
On first and 10, here's Brady.
Oh, no. That second one wasn't, though. That's why they didn't call that shit.
Gronkowski chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there.
Easily supposed to catch that shit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Okay, you're not going with me then.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Because Brady be calm back there in that pocket. A lot of niggas they be having me running around with them. Come on, why this shit not?
Brady now on first down. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
Yeah, they're going to be better next season for sure.
Brady now on
way better.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that shit had me hot, though. That took all my momentum.
This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Niggas start going crazy with the receivers.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next
drive. It was that
drive.
run. That's why I said when you did throw that shit, I was in the run.
Take out your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
I'm about to say, nigga, how's he over there by himself?
In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game
I was
for the
even
team
on
to have
that.
a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches,
That run fucked me up.
why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And going deep for Hill. Now this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40.
That nigga Ricky, too. He damn near up there for best, rookie, defensive rookie, I think. Our best DB, one of them.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
Oh, they gave me that one.
By himself, Keenan Allen.
They gave me that one.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
Game, bro.
And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
I'm about to leave right now and then come back.
Badgley up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the